Thank you for agreeing to the interview today. We are incredibly honoured. We would like to do an in-depth piece about your music, your life, the trail that you've blazed, the millions that you have thrilled with your amazing and inspiring guitar playing. The readers of Incredible Guitar Nerd are really thrilled. May we begin? What strings do you use?
Yes, it's true that there is an African influence in my playing, mostly from the Yoruba, but with a trace of the Gabon and maybe the Côte d'Ivoire. But not my mum, some say it runs parallel to West African high life music. But I believe it comes from my collection of fetish dolls and an in-depth study of the Mau Mau.
What strings do you use?
Was I influenced by Hendrix? Well, that's a matter of conjecture. I think it was the other way around. You know, while he was pissing about in New York, I was already tripping on acid, experiencing the white light and, walking through the door marked X. In other words, while Jimmy was merely sucking on an occasional reefer, I was living the full psychedelic life. Word crossed the Atlantic and, as you know, the rest is history.
What strings do you use?
I see chords as shapes of sound, blocks of sonic fabric, cosmic vibrations, if you like, melodies as strings of light. They come to me as if in dreams. I am a catcher of dreams, if you will.
What strings do you use?
Of course, this just proves that I am someone who has synesthesia, shape, sound, colour. It's all a big crazy mix to me. For instance, when I see a cauliflower, I hear an E7 sharp 9. And should I, by coincidence, see a carrot right after that, I hear a bright high A major chord and a pulsating yellow. There have been others like me, of course. For instance, the Russian composer Scriabin. I think, in fact, we are related, but that's another story, probably for National Geographic or National Enquirer, I don't know.
What strings do you use?
I think my music is reaching for a vision, some sort of utopian future, no doubt. One where music, peace and harmony reign supreme. And that's what I try to express with my guitar. But I suppose that's obvious enough. And obvious that I am an avatar.
What strings do you use?
You could say that I'm like Nabokov or Nabokov. Yeah, Nabokov. In search of blue butterflies, the elusive, the rare. That's what I'm after.
What strings do you use?
It's true that my music in many ways runs parallel to quantum physics. I go deep. For instance, I'm down there in some, subharmonic zone like a deep sea diver. I listen for a note, and then when I hear it, it stops playing. And then when it thinks I'm listening, it begins again. And thus we go on. It's like a game of hide and seek. And this is not available to most people, of course.
What strings do you use?
Okay, I own up. Mushrooms are a big part of who I am. In fact, I am mostly mushroom now. They have influenced me, and obviously, through me, many millions of young people. Amanita muscaria, Psilocybe cubensis, Clavisops purpurea. These are my friends. They are my guides, my brothers. The music I play is theirs.
What strings do you use?
Will I ever retire? How can you retire when you're immortal? Are you on drugs?
What strings do you use?
Yes, well, thank you. This has been a great interview. Oh, one last thing.